Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. It doesn't work. I'm telling you, it does not work without you guys. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods this morning. You know what's amazing is I'm here doing some work in the shop and taking care of things and all that. So I've got the television on. And it amazes me how much all of these shows constantly talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Watching Undisputed this morning, they first talked about Zeke Elliott if he had lost the burst and stuff. Then they're going to end up having Reggie Bush coming in later on to talk about Zeke Elliott and everything else. Then they've got, of course, Dak Prescott, because Randall Cobb talked about him. And even when they're not talking about the Dallas Cowboys, they were talking about the game last night between Phillip Rivers, Old Man Rivers, and Pat Mahomes. And here it is, Shannon Sharp is constantly talking, I'll take my homeboy, Pat Mahomes, over Dak Prescott. And it's just like, it's not even the subject, but yet it's the subject. They say I'm obsessed with Dak Prescott, but oh my God. I'm telling you, these shows need to go ahead and pay some money to Dak Prescott and be thankful for the Dallas Cowboys that they have something to talk about, because I don't know what they would talk about without it. Literally, are there other teams in the NFL other than the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Patriots? I'm beginning to think there's not. It's a three-team league because that's the only teams they really talk about. But anyway, let me go ahead and play this clip. Randall Cobb was talking about Dak Prescott, and I'm going to give you my take on this because, you're always told that they constantly trash Dak Prescott and they say, a real quarterback can put a team on his back and elevate the people around him. Isn't that one of the things? And they say that's not Dak Prescott. A lot of people say Dak Prescott is just a bus driver. Well, I've got the stats to prove that that's some crap. That Dak Prescott is doing what he's supposed to do. But let's listen to Skip, and Shannon real quick. You mean when he threw his stuff in the trash? You were right about that? We can actually stop there, but you get to the gist that Skip. He's always going to tell you that Dak Prescott sucks, and I think that may not necessarily be what he believes, but it is the game that they're playing. You got to have two different sides to have an argument here, okay? And unfortunately, he has to be on the argument side of being stupid. Because here's the thing that you're always told, and it's so funny because every single thing that they always tell you about Dak Prescott can be proven wrong. Now, here's another opportunity for us to prove apples to apples as opposed to just kind of saying, oh, yeah, well, you're just making that shit up. There's two places that you can go ahead and look at, two players that have common grounds with Dak Prescott as well as another quarterback. Now, I've before abused Amari Cooper and said, one of the measurables are that a quarterback elevates the people around him, makes them better. And I used Amari Cooper with being that he was with Derek Carr and Dak Prescott. And people said, well, Derek Carr is just a garbage-ass quarterback, and he regressed. Okay, all right, fine, whatever. But how about we do this? Because Randall Cobb making that statement saying that Dak Prescott, people don't realize how good he is. He would know because he's had the bad man throwing for him since 2011 before he came here, a place he wanted to come. Remember? He said, come get me. Now, here's what we can look at. He was injured some last year. He only played in 9 games. And thus far, he's played 9 games for the Dallas Cowboys. And if you look at his comparison between last year and this year, because, he's older. When you get older, you start slowing down. You get worse, not better. But here's the amazing thing. If we go to the statistics, and I know you can't see them really well up here, but I'll let you know. Last year in Green Bay, with Aaron Rodgers, the bad man throwing to him, he played 9 games, 61 targets with 38 receptions for 383 yards. with a 10.1 yard per reception average and 2 TDs. His yards per target, okay? Every time that Aaron Rodgers threw to him, it was 6.3 yards. The bad man, Aaron Rodgers, who's not a dink and dunker. He's not Dak Trashcut. This is Aaron Rodgers, the gold standard, right? That's what we're told. Take the same receiver with dink and dunk Dak. Dak Trashcut, average, middle of the road. With the same quarterback, same amount of games, okay? Having 53 targets as opposed to 61. Dak has only thrown to him 53 as opposed to 61 from Aaron Rodgers. He has 495 yards, 112 yards more than he had last year with the same amount of games. Here's the amazing thing about this. Yards per reception went from 10.1 with Aaron Rodgers to 14.1. 4 yards more than what he had with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him. His completion percentage, 66%. And if you take into consideration, when you think about this, because this is what's crazy, think about the 4 TDs that were called back because of penalties that he had. 4. And already he has 3 TDs to his 2 last year. Right now, the last time he averaged yardage like this per reception was 2014. So if you're saying that Dak Prescott is just a bus driver, can't elevate people around him, you lose this argument. Clearly, Randall Cobb has been elevated from where he was with Aaron Rodgers, who's supposed to be the best of the best. Let me go ahead for the sake of argument and do the same thing here real quickly, because this video is getting kind of long. But you can look at the same thing right now with Amari Cooper. His best season in Oakland, his rookie year, his second year, 11,153 yards, 13.9 yards average, which was incredible. Right now, this year, with Dak Prescott, he's got almost 900 yards, and he's got 15.8 yards, a full yard more per reception than he had with Derek Carr throwing to him. And already, he has tied 7 touchdowns for the best year of his career. And his yards per game, blown away. Look at this. 69, 72, 48, 67, 80, 46, bam. 88.6. Yards per target. Best before he got here, 9.5, now 11.2. To me, when you look at players that have been working with other quarterbacks and they come here, all of a sudden, they're playing a whole lot better than they did elsewhere. And I will go ahead and take these numbers to the bank. So, Shannon, ball's in your court. Because I have to say, Randall Cobb is dead on. All right, got to go back and do some more work, guys. As always, give me a little something to throw at the water cooler, a little knowledge to give to people. I'll see you soon.